In the past 6 months on the southwest border, there have been 491 reported incidents of assaults on border agents. And many times, agents are forced to act in self-defense. Now, this was the case for two specific agents that we are following, and now one of them is facing murder charges. Now, before we get into this story, we want to warn you, some of the images in this report are graphic.
Con las manos en la nuca, por favor.
Protecting America's borders has always been a risky, dangerous job. But as the Border Patrol clamps down and makes it tougher to get people and drugs into the United States, the criminal element on the border is growing much more desperate and much more violent. Attacks on our agents have increased dramatically over the past year, and as smugglers fight over turf, they even turn their violence on the most vulnerable, the immigrants themselves. We were there in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas when agents intercepted a group of border bandits and chased them back into the Rio Grande River.
The helicopter pilot spotted a group of 10 on the riverbank and chased the group back to the Mexican side. They caused a lot of problems for not only the Border Patrol but the immigrants that entered through here, and that they will rob them and assault them. We went down to the landing and found about a 12-inch knife that they left there on the riverbank, and those are the weapons, typical weapons that they use to assault and intimidate the immigrants as they come in and make the entry.
So as smugglers take out their frustration with increased violence, more and more frequently, agents are being put in situations where split-second decisions mean the difference between life and death. 39-year-old agent Nicholas Corbett is currently charged with first-degree murder. Now, Corbett was patrolling the Arizona-Mexico border on January 12th when he intercepted 7 immigrants. He says 6 did what they were told, but the 7th refused to put down a rock and cocked his arm to throw. Agent Corbett fired, killing 22-year-old Javier Dominguez Rivera. There were no American witnesses, only the dead man's 2 brothers and sister-in-law. Hours after the shooting, 3 Mexican consulate officials arrived at the Border Patrol station. 3 of the witnesses were put in an open cell, 2 just sat outside. As the 3rd began his interview with U.S. officials, the Mexican officials began interviewing the remaining witnesses before they talked to U.S. investigators. The local Border Patrol union believes the witnesses were coached.
He can tell the witnesses, look, your stories have to match up. This is what your story needs to be. That's what's wrong with it. Now the agent could be in jeopardy.
If the Mexican consulate came in and told him, and if somebody in the union or somebody is saying that the Mexican consulate went and advised them what to say or how to lie, then that's one thing. But that's a serious allegation. And that's not what they're saying, because they know that that's not what happened.
We have obtained Border Patrol surveillance tape of the incident, and the Cochise County attorney says that the tape corroborates the immigrants' account of the shooting. But the blurry footage was shot from a remote camera more than 2 miles away, and agents claim that you can't see what really happened from the tape. But there is a very similar case where the tape is clearer. On March 26, Border Patrol agents intercepted a group of immigrants trying to cross near Calexico, California. Things turned violent as the group started throwing large rocks at the agents. As 20-year-old Gomez Acosta, who is standing only feet from an agent, picks up a large rock and cocks his arm to throw, he is shot dead. A closer look at the tape, which was leaked onto the internet, shows just how quickly the agent has to make the decision to shoot or not shoot. Let's take a slower look, and you can see Acosta cocking his arm back over his head before he is killed. And in case you think that a rock is not much of a threat, well, take a look at this. It's the inside of a Border Patrol truck after an agent was hit in the head with a rock. This is the agent's head. Rock throwing has become a major tool of violent drug smugglers who are targeting agents all along the southwest border, and the results can be deadly.
This rock right here, if this hits you in the head, it could kill you. If it doesn't kill you, it is going to incapacitate you, which then allows the alien access to your sidearm. It allows the alien access to anything that you might be wearing. We have to escalate to a force that's higher than what the aliens are using.
These rocks are at times the size of a large grapefruit, so it really puts our agents at risk. This vehicle here is commonly referred to as a war wagon. As you can see, all of the windows, the windshield are equipped with steel cages to protect the agent that's down here in such close proximity to the high fence.
The agent in the California case has not been charged, but the Mexican government is calling for an investigation. As for Nicholas Corbett, Well, he's due back in court on murder charges on May 17th.